All right, ladies and gentlemen, come with me. Enjoy the show, everyone. Now, guys, I'm always kind of like a bit out of tune with being fit. Not being out of tune with being fit 'cause I'm very fit, but I'm always out of tune with where I'm at. 'Cause I'm always like I'm gonna get fitter, or I'm gonna look fitter, or I'm always like I'm going to do this or that, or I'm going to. I look fit in this video, but I don't look fit. I looked fit for the last 2 years, pretty much, almost the whole way through. I mean, I think there's maybe a month or so, or maybe 2 months that I wasn't. Maybe 3 months, all in the whole two some years that I've been doing this channel, that I've been maybe slightly off. Like there's times that I'm not perfect, but it's so rare, right, guys? So I'm like, it's funny because I'm always like, I could be fitter, I could do this, or I'm going to be even fitter. I mean, some people look at this video and they're like, you're gorgeous, like you don't have to worry about it, don't worry about it. And I was talking to this girl, and she's a fan of mine. She's so nice, she's so cute, she's super fit now, and I'm like, holy. So I was like, wow. So she was like so fit, and I'm like, and of course I'm just as fit as she is. I mean, I'm very fit, but she's like, she's like, I'm just super. Yeah, so it was funny. She's like, yeah, you're so fit in these videos. Why you have to say you're not fit, right? And I'm like, well, I'm always like, I'm gonna get fitter. I'm gonna do this. And I mean, I'm gorgeous, right? Like I look really, really good. And I mean, the thing is, my sense of self, which I have a strong sense of self, I would say, but my sense of self is very like fleeting almost. I'm always like, I'm not good enough. I'm not. And I mean, I know I'm good enough, and I always, obviously, you guys know, I talk about myself, and I'm always like, I'm gonna be famous, yada yada yada. I'm gonna be this, that. I'm always saying that, but I mean, when I think to myself how I look or whatever, because if I watch my videos for maybe 5 hours, which I have done in the past, I love my videos. If I watch my videos for like 5 hours, sometimes I'm like, oh, I'm not looking as good here, and I look amazing. I mean, the thing is, I'm just blind to it almost. It's funny because it's like everyone that sees me knows I'm like gorgeous, like really gorgeous. My eyes, my face, my whole look, the whole look all together, presentant. All right, it's really nice. So it's super nice. And I mean, it's funny. I'm always like, I could be fitter. I could do this and that. But the thing is, I do everything in a healthy way, so it's harmless, right? Like it's not like I'm gonna get anorexia, or I'm not gonna do any plastic surgery. I'm not like into that kind of stuff. So it's kind of funny that I would even say that I'm not fit enough or whatever. But I'm not. I'm a no stress kind of person. So even if I wasn't well, like looks wise, I wouldn't care. But I mean, I'm very lucky that I am. Maybe that's why I don't care about it. But I mean, even if I wasn't like totally fit, I'd be like okay with it. Like because there are people like Adele. Adele was really large before, and she made videos, and everybody loved them. So you don't have to be thin and fit like crazy to have a video that everybody loves, right? You can be viral, go viral, and you could be a chubby person or overweight person or someone that isn't. And they're like, I'm not judgmental. I would never judge anyone ever, ever, ever. Never call anyone. The FAT word is never a word that I ever, ever use. I do not like criticizing people that are overweight. First off, because they can lose the weight and be really gorgeous. Secondly, it's because it's just not cool. To say someone's overweight or FAT is not cool, right? So anyway, I'm always like, oh, I could be fitter. I could do this. I could do that. And of course, I'm like the fittest possible one you can imagine. But I mean, really, in my mind, I know I could actually be fitter because I have been fitter before. So I'm like, even though I'm like, I could be fitter, blah blah blah. Like I've had bigger arms, way way more bigger arms before. Like, but I worked out 3 hours a day, 6 days a week, which is a whole lot. Most people don't do that. And I was doing intense exercise. Like I was like really exercising. And so I did all this like crazy exercise and weights and running and aerobics and diets like crazy. Like at that time, I was really actually that was one of my most gorgeous. I mean, I was in my 20s. I was really good looking then. Well, that's the thing. I always say that, right? Like I'm always like, I was really good looking, but like look at me now. Obviously, I'm gorgeous, but it's funny because I compare myself to times like that. Like, and then the other time when I was running 10K a day, like you should have seen how fast I was going when I was running. I was running on a high speed, like really high speed, and I was competing with bodybuilders and things like that. And I mean, really, I could be as Marco, I could be a bodybuilder, right? Like it's obvious that I'm really even now, I mean, I say that I don't do anything or I'm not, well, I do say that I do a lot and I'm very fit, but I do say that I look very fit and everything, but essentially right now, the most I do right now is a lot of videos and then I do like diet like crazy. So my diet maintains my look. So because I diet like very well, I have a very good look because of the dieting part of my look. That's how I stay so fit and trim and so good. But in my diet is the reason why. But I do a lot of activity. Like I go exercise still. But I mean for me, like comparing myself to the exercise I used to do, I'm like, oh my goodness, this is nothing, right? Like I used to be like so I used to do all kinds of stuff. And I mean, I'm very gorgeous, very fit. I look better than almost every celebrity and almost every bodybuilder because, first of all, bodybuilders have great bodies, of course. We know that. Men or women have great bodies. They're gorgeous. But the reason why I say I'm better looking than bodybuilders is because a lot of them don't have a good base or their body is just a different shape than mine and my shape of my body is very good. So I have a very good look altogether. So when you see someone like me, like look at Lady Gaga for instance, right? Like I think that's or Madonna at their primes, right? When they looked the best, when they like Lady Gaga in Telephone when she had that police wrap all over her, and then Madonna at in Erotica when she was like with the ponytail, right? Like those looks, they were fiercely fit, like gorgeous, like crazy. And I mean, Madonna was very fit. You could tell she worked out a ton. But yeah, I look like that. But I mean, I'm just like, I just, I just know myself, right? Like I know what I'm capable of. Like if I didn't work as much as I do, because I work a lot of hours, so if I didn't work as much as I do and just focus on exercise and diet, I would be like well, I'm very like, and that's the thing, right? I talk about it like I'm so good, but I look really good now. I'm almost like perfect. I'm pretty much perfect right now, but I mean, I know I can get really fit. Like if I just spent all my time exercising and dieting, I'd be like crazy fit. But yeah, so I mean, pretty much now I do a lot of like exercise and diet, but I'm just like, I don't know, everyone. I don't know. No, just kidding. All right. So totally enjoyed the show, everyone. Thank you for watching. Bye now.